Friday, October 9th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's start off with a look from the Avalon Pier web camera this morning along the North Carolina Outer Banks. There at Kill Devil Hills, the temperature sitting at 64 degrees, dew point at 62, humidity right now standing at 90%. A couple of great fall photos to share with you. First of all, there's an image from our friends up at Grandfather Mountain yesterday. Beautiful photo there. And then here's an image from Terra Morley over in Gastonia. Beautiful sunset this week. Love those sunset and sunrise photos. Love those fall foliage photos as well. And speaking of fall color, here's your fall foliage report for today. The highest mountain elevations, when you get above about 4,000 or 5,000 feet in elevation, this weekend and into early next week, this is probably the peak of the fall color season. So for those highest mountain elevations, the best color of the season happening over the next week or so. And we'll continue to see that fall color spread through the lower elevations as we move forward in time. And we want to see your great weather photos. You can email the entire weather staff at ncweather@twcnews.com. Make sure and include your name and your location so we can give you credit for those great photos. Had a beautiful day yesterday. We have continued our string of exceedingly nice weather after the big coastal low departed early in the week. And it was another beautiful weather day yesterday. Around the Triad, you had a high of 80 degrees in Burlington, 79 in Lexington and Asheboro, 81 in Reedsville. Around the Charlotte viewing area, a lot of low 80s on the board. Most of us low 80s for those high temperatures yesterday afternoon. Temperatures as I'm cutting the video during the 5 o'clock hour this morning, largely in the low 60s, some upper 50s mixed in here or there. Of course, a little bit cooler up in the mountains. And hey, did you catch this? The latest drought monitor released yesterday, and there it went. The drought is gone across the area. No longer even any abnormally dry designation across the Carolinas. In fact, I checked the lake levels from Duke Energy, and you now have Lake Wiley, Mountain Island Lake, and Lake Norman all right around the target levels. So the rains we've seen over the past couple of weeks have eliminated the drought for much of the region. You still have some moderate drought conditions way down into Georgia and far southern South Carolina, but for the majority of the Carolinas, that's it. The drought is over. That's good news there. And the flooding, horrific news. But the flip side of that is that certainly the water tables have been recharged across the region. All right, here's the radar this morning. Pretty quiet at the moment. Now you go west of us and you do see some of these showers beginning to break out there in eastern parts of Tennessee. You also have a lot of rain there in the parts of Kansas and Missouri this morning, all loosely associated with our incoming front. So as we move forward in time today, that front continues to advance into the region. A few isolated showers or even a couple thunderstorms a possibility through the day today, but the rain chances actually increase overnight as we move forward in time. Let me show you the high resolution modeling, and you'll notice not a whole lot showing up here as we go through the day today. Maybe a few isolated showers or storms, but still at 6 or 6:30 this evening, the majority of that activity off to the west of us. Your highs today still pretty warm. A lot of us around 80 or so this afternoon. As you get into tomorrow, coastal low develops into South Carolina. There's still some uncertainty with exactly how this system will behave, how extensive the rain will be. I think the bottom line, though, is that we'll see some rain at times here across parts of the region on our Saturday, and it'll be a much, much cooler day. So some rain at times with the cooler temperatures. That's kind of your Saturday highlights. Your temperatures you see there, some of those highs will occur in the morning. We could even see some falling temperatures through the afternoon hours tomorrow. Now, what you're seeing here is probably for the southern part of North Carolina about the upper limit of rain potential. Same story down to the South Carolina Futurecast. Pretty aggressive with the rain on this latest run. I think most likely southern sections of North Carolina end up with a half inch or less, and this is probably a little bit too aggressive down into Columbia. They do not need that at all down into South Carolina. But the bottom line to take away from all this is that I do think at least some rain for your Saturday, especially here in the North Carolina Piedmont during the morning hours with diminishing chances the deeper we get into the day. So that means for the big Bank of America 500 tomorrow evening, probably okay, but I can't rule out a delay due to track drying efforts from some earlier rains. We'll kind of see how that plays out as our Saturday unfolds. Sunday looks nice, some sunshine building in from north to south across the region. Your Sunday high is a little bit warmer A lot of us back up into the low 70s. And the weather for all of next work week looks fantastic. Tropical update time. This is what was once Joaquin here, this non-tropical low over the northeastern Atlantic approaching Europe. Close to home, no sign of any trouble through the Gulf, the Caribbean, or the western Atlantic. Everything is very, very quiet overall. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.